मेरे साथ नतालिया हैं जिनको आपने बिग बॉस में देखा, लेकिन मैं आपको बता दूं कि वो बॉलीवुड में से पहले से हैं और फिल्में कर चुकी हैं, और उनकी जो है फिल्म एक और आने वाली है मस्ती 4, राइट? तो मेरा सवाल यही है कि मस्ती 4 में पहले तो कितनी मस्ती की?
मस्ती 4, ये बहुत मस्ती. Masti 4 teaser is coming
Yes.
tomorrow. I mean, it's coming right now, I
Yeah.
guess. And the movie is coming in November.
हाँ.
And like, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ that I had a chance to work with Rita Deshmukh. And he's a great actor, especially he's a great comedian.
Yes.
So our scene together is like pure masala and बहुत funny.
Yeah. You did Houseful 5 as well, right?
Yes.
With Akshay and all.
Yes.
So that was also a comedy movie. So you like the comedy genre or what?
It's funny because when I started working in India, I wanted to dance and sing and be that beautiful heroine with wind in my hair. And that never happened because my first 3 movies were drama movies.
Yeah.
And I was very happy because it helps you to show your acting skills. But on the other hand, it was very draining, emotionally especially. So I was looking forward to being a comedy. And it just happened last September when I joined cast of Houseful 5 because it's a real comedy, real Bollywood comedy, I would say. And it took us a long time to shoot, I remember. We spent like 2 weeks at the cruise around Europe with all teams. So you can imagine everyone together. We were locked at the ship, just traveling. So it actually happened on a cruise. It's not, green screen. It's not any special kind of walk. It was really on a cruise. So it's kind of experience when you go to the gym and there is Akshay Sir also gymming, or you're going to sauna and there is Jacqueline Fernandez. So it's great, and they are all amazing people besides being great actors. True. So they are very down to earth and very approachable. So it was an honor, and it was really fun to shoot there. I also remember some songs we were shooting on the coast, and it was so cold. I remember it was around November and we were in bikinis and it was so cold and we were pretending it's summer. So everything looks fun on the set, but it's also hard work.
So much of hard work, yeah. So I think you are lucky in that way. Akshay and Ritesh, they both are considered as a जिनका कॉमेडी टाइमिंग, इफ आई से, इज बेस्ट इन, मतलब वन ऑफ द बेस्ट एक्टर्स इन कॉमेडी टाइमिंग. तो आपने तो उन दोनों के साथ काम किया, रितेश के साथ भी और अक्षय के साथ भी, राइट?
Like I had more chance to work with Ritesh Deshmukh, especially in Masti 4. He was not aware that I'm in a Masti 4, so when he saw me on the set, he was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm your co-actor." Surprise. So with him, I had more chance because I had dialects. And in Masti 4, I'm fully speaking Hindi. It's my first fully spoken Hindi. So Hindi is not an issue for me when I have a script. It's just different when like I'm in a Bigg Boss house and I need to use it daily. Then I'm still missing many words, So it's way easier when you get the script. You can learn your lines, what you're saying. It's easy. So that's why I manage with Hindi. But obviously, I'm having like Hardin Hindi classes, so I can improve, and hopefully, at the Bigg Boss final in December, I will be able to speak on stage in fully Hindi.
Wow! So you are taking the classes?
Yes.
Okay. So every day you take your Hindi class?
Every 2 days right now.
Okay.
I used to have Hardin, but I also need to have time to practice, and now it's hectic. It's a lot of going on. So finding this hour or two for Hindi, it's always somewhere by the nights, by the evenings.
तो अगर मैं पूछूं तो बहुत सेट पे सबसे ज़्यादा प्रैंक कौन करते हैं?
Prankster?
हाँ, या prankster.
Akshay Kumar loved to prank people on sets. That's something about him. When we were shooting Household 5, he really liked to poke fun at people and his co-stars. And he even showed that when in Bigg Boss he approached me and he kind of pulled my leg when speaking about, I think, Baseer and Mridul and the connection between us. So he is this kind of person, prankster. but also he's like, I would say, tasteful prankster. So
Tasteful
he's
pranks.
not
Okay,
really
wow.
doing dirty pranks, you know. It's more like very like joyful
Joyful
ones. Yeah.
pranks. Okay. Uh, हाउसफुल 5 एंड मस्ती 4 कमर्शियली ये बहुत बड़ी फिल्में हैं इंडिया में, है ना? तो इनकी सीक्वल्स का वेट करते हैं ऑडियंस, पर आपको लगता है कि इट्स अ मल्टी स्टार कास्ट फिल्म, तो आर यू वेटिंग फॉर योर सोलो रिलीज और समथिंग इन बॉलीवुड?
Obviously, I feel like I'm still waiting for that role, you know, that special role that will establish me as an
Yes.
actress in India. So far, I had no chance to show my full potential. I'm also a dancer, so I'm still waiting for that good item song that I can show my skills into.
Wow.
With some great choreography. I have some projects lining up right now. I have some projects that will be shot even right now in November. So because I'm out of Bigg Boss, I'm able to go back on sets and I don't need to postpone my work, which is great. But still, I'm waiting for that script that will show the best of me and kind of acting wise, I feel like it's just the beginning, you know. I started as a lead in small productions. For example, I was a lead in a Chicken Carlo movie opposite Ashutosh Rana, and that's supposed to be my launch, I would say, in India as an actress fully as a lead. Lekin COVID happened and the plans changed. So I came back now working with the biggest production houses, but in smaller roles, supporting roles, aiming to be lead in the blockbuster.
Yeah.
So I hope I will get that chance, and I'm going through scripts, I'm meeting people, and I'm very positive about it. I
Yeah.
also believe, because Bollywood is also not an easy entertainment, and people might say it's easy to work in Bollywood. It's not. You know, you need to learn a lot, especially about the mimics. We work a lot with eyes. We work a lot with the expressions.
Yes.
Something that it's different from like Hollywood productions. We don't have that there. So I'm learning all of that. Also, even dancing. Like I'm like schooled in almost every type of dance, but Bollywood is different, you know, and it's really not easy to learn, especially with the fast kind of choreographies.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Bollywood. So I feel like slowly I'm getting there, and I feel like it's yet to be seen what I can bring to the table.
Yeah.
When I entered Bollywood, I only saw like Kal Ho Na or Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Kajol.
So I was looking onto Aishwarya Rai,
अरे वाह.
Shah Rukh Khan, Kajol, and I think these three figures were the first one that I was looking up to. And slowly, when I entered Bollywood, I was learning more about other people. But Aishwarya Rai was always like my number one, especially because of her amazing beauty and her eyes.
Yeah.
You know, her eyes in all movies. Like she was telling the story, not even speaking, only by her eyes and her expressions. That I admire that a lot. Shah Rukh Khan is like Bollywood Jan, you know. Everybody loves Shah Rukh Khan, and Shah Rukh Khan is also very Jan. So obviously, working with him one day would be my dream come true, if that will happen. But yeah, after seeing these two movies, I came to India, experience like imagining this colorful world, full of taste, full of magic. You know, that's how I always seen Bollywood cinema, as something magical, and I wanted to be part of this magic. But with my first movies, there was not much of the magic.
Yeah.
It was really, really intense cinema, I would say, because in the first movie, I was portraying her from Afrin. She was from, I remember, Afghanistan. She fled her country because she was sold by her father, abused by her very much older husband, and she ran away to India, hoping for a better life. So she's in a facility where you can find all the women struggling from different parts of the world, from countries around India, who just want better life from themselves. And actually, we were shooting in Haryana, in Delhi, in the facility made for the women like this. And I had the chance to meet these women. I had the chance to stay with these girls. And I remember I was shocked because you basically had a building without no windows, no AC,
Oh, God.
just like bunk beds and many girls. And they were so happy, you know, they were so thankful that they can study, that they free, that they don't need to worry about themselves. And I think it was the most humbling experience as an actress, and I already experienced that in my first movie. So this movie cost me a lot emotionally, but it was also the best acting school you can ever get. In my second movie, Flame, that we shot it in Gujarat.
Gujarat.
So it was also another school of life because Gujarat is
Which film you are talking?
Flame, an untold love story. There was like Herman Pandey. There was some good actors, maybe not A-list, but some established ones. And I was playing British reporter coming to India to write about beliefs in witches and believe in, you know, Oja, big holy man, who's the one telling who's good in village, who's not good in village, who have the right to live, who not, and how women are treated in India. Basically, in villages, very often as a slaves. And obviously it's changing, and it's we're talking about 10 years back. But it was also an experience to be in Gujarat,
Yeah.
and we were shooting in the middle of nowhere, you know. There was like, this house is made like from cow shit.
In
I would
which
say.
area you were shooting?
I don't remember exactly,
Okay.
but it was like in the middle of nowhere, I would say. It was nothing. Our hotel was like 1.5 hour drive. So
Okay.
every day we were waking up 4 in the morning just to be on set at 6.
Yeah.
So it was very tiring, but very fulfilling. And Chicken Curry Law with Ashutosh Rana, I shoot fully in a film city in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
But it was the most, I would say, challenging movie for me because it was about Goa case, about the girl who was sexually abused in Goa, foreigner,
Okay.
and she needed to fight for herself and in a court and prove that that she was used, and it was based on a true story. So
Oh.
again, it was hard movie, I would
So
say,
it
and
means you have did so many challenging roles actually.
yeah, and that was the moment when I told myself like, I need to make some comedy, you know, like I can't because it takes a toll on you, you know, your
Yeah.
emotional side and your mental health. It took me like 4 or 5 months to get out of my character simply because I was every day on set and I don't had any contact with my family, with anyone else. Solely focusing on a movie. So you start believing that you're this character. If you're doing this for 30 days and every day
Yes.
you're crying, every day you're like abused, I would say,
Yeah.
on a screen, then COVID happened after all.
Yeah.
I switched back and I pretty much were into TV shows in Poland. I did 3 TV shows in a row. I was in
Okay,
the
three TV shows.
TV shows, yeah. I was in Dancing with the Stars, Your Face Sounds Familiar, and Queen of the Jungle, and they were one after another, no break. So it took me 1.5 years being in a studio. And after all, I thought to myself, I did what I could. Like, there is nothing more I can achieve. And meantime, I was in a TV show where I won against the girl who really wanted to win. And her husband and his best friend decided to destroy me because I did better than her. And this YouTuber took a toll on my work in India. And he was trying to, you know, make fun of my work in India, said that all my awards were like cheap or bought, that India is not a good country, that everybody can do career in India.
So they tried to demean you.
Yes, and also at the same time they were trying to defame Bollywood, as it says. But I'm the only person doing that, you know. So if it's so easy, why am I the one?
Yeah.
And that was the moment when I thought to myself, I should go back to India, you know. Because I was pushed out of my comfort zone. It was very comfy being in Poland doing shows. I had everything. And then I felt like, no, I'm changing everything. I'm leaving this, and I'm giving
Yeah.
a second try for Bollywood. But this time, I'm gonna work on my Hindi. This time, I'm not gonna give up. This time, I'm gonna go 100% in, and let's see what's gonna happen.
Wow.
And that's when I did Houseful 5. Then I did Love Guru, but it was a Pakistani movie. Then I did one movie with Ibrahim Ali Khan, which is already done and will be released hopefully at the beginning of the new year.
Wow.
Then after all that, did Masti, and Masti 4 is coming quicker than this movie. So I have 2 movies coming right
So
now.
Ibrahim Saif Ali Khan's son.
Yes.
You did a movie with him as well.
Yes.
So that is going to release next year. Yeah.
At the beginning of a new year.
Okay.
I believe, as far as I know, I can't speak much about this project yet.
Okay.
All I can say that I will be co-starring with Ibrahim, and I know it's his year. He's just launching movies this year, so I keep my fingers crossed for this one. But now I'm very happy for Masti 4, especially because it's my first movie where I speak fully in Hindi. And I'm co-starring with Ritesh Deshmukh, and I believe in a teaser which is coming right now, you'll be able to see part of the scene. So it's like pure masala, pure masti,
masala.
like
Yeah.
100% masti scene.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward for whatever is coming my way, and I'm excited, because it feels like it maybe feels like starting from the beginning, but it feels like a right path. And I feel like this is the time and this is the moment. And Bigg Boss was a chance for me to show that I'm back,
Yes.
because it's such a big platform.
Yeah.
So my take on Bigg Boss was more than I want people to see me that I'm back as an actress.
Okay. You wanted to get noticed actually.
And to be
that,
noticed,
yes, yeah.
that I'm back, but also so people can see me as me, without all that bleached makeup, dresses daily with my pajama, what kind of person I am. Because they know me through my social media, they know me through red carpets, movies, but it's so different, it's not real life, it's not who we are at the end of the day when we are taking our makeup off. So that was a chance to show myself as who I am, remind people that I'm back,
Yeah.
and that I'm ready for more. So I'm very glad to Colors TV and G All Star and Salman Khan for having me. But also I knew that I'm not a drama queen, and I'm not reality star as of it. It's always been actress' first thing that I do. Although I love reality, especially when it came together with what I would do with dancing, singing, or even sports, then it's great, and it's also something different. So I'm very happy, and I feel like there's so many options.
Yeah. Recently you mentioned Abhi कि you are not a drama queen, right? So आपको जाके ये experience हुआ that Bigg Boss is only for drama queens? अगर हिंदी में बताएं तो आप अपनी.
Ha. Oh, like मैं थोड़ी सी हिंदी बोलती
Yes,
हूँ.
yes.
So that's a one issue, and on the other hand, I'm not very familiar with drama because as an actress, I'm usually hiding on movie sets or I'm on the sets of my reality TVs. So it's different world. It's like being away from this world. And I don't really follow what's going on because it's so much. And also, if you work in this industry and you care much about what people say about you, you will never go far because you will just stop as soon as you will see people attacking you, And there will always be people who won't like your work and they will just simply don't like you, and it's okay. Not everybody needs to like you. For me, it was challenging myself mostly. As I mentioned, I was attacked by a hater, and especially because of my work in India, and my work in India was targeted. And that time, I stepped back. I ran away. I hide, and I didn't face it. So I went to Bigg Boss to face my fears. To be able to be in the center of drama, and to manage. And it was not about becoming a drama queen. It was not about becoming loud or aggressive, because that's not who I am. I'm always very diplomatic. But it was about maintaining in a place which is I would say tensed, and where everyone is kind of playing some game. When stressful situations happen out of nowhere, when people starting drama just before the breakfast, and that was my personal achievement, to be there, to face it, to start speaking up for myself. Even at the first, I remember assembly room when they voted me out just because I'm a foreigner,
Yeah.
and I said, मैं like guest नहीं, मैं contestant हूँ, you know. So I started to step up for myself, and also I become friends with Baseer, who was really like supporting me, and he was the one telling me like, you need to stand up for yourself, you need to speak up, you need to be louder. And he was right, you know, and that's something I'm thankful to Bigg Boss for showing me my patterns, to showing me what I'm doing wrong, and to show me who I should become. Obviously, my journey was not long, and I believe if I would stay longer, I would become stronger. And I was already on the edge of starting to say what I like, what I don't like,
Yeah.
and to support how I feel, not how people want me to be, you know, kind of, because people, they all had like impression of me, and they were, they wanted me to act certain ways. And I did for the beginning. I was a people pleaser, and I'm also, I feel like I'm a nice person, and I'm always good with everyone. But being a nice person also sometimes lead you to having your people on your head, and that's something that was always my problem. So I feel like I've learned to draw the lines and sometimes say it's enough, you know,
Yeah.
or I don't like it this way.
You regret कि आपको ये चीज़ किसी के साथ बिग बॉस में करनी चाहिए थी, किसी को कि भाई no, this is your limit, you can't cross it.
There was a moment in the show where I changed my patterns. For example, when there was voting for captaincy, and many people didn't understood why I didn't support Mridul, because we were having close bond. But people forget that he didn't support me before. People forget that when I was attacked, he was not there. So it was kind of one-sided support. And at some point I felt it. I'm like, it's fun, it's cute, we can dance, but what about me? Like, at the end of the day, who's going to support me?
Yeah.
Were you there for me when I was alone? And at the end of the day, I'm out. They're still in.
He's
so
still in.
the question was like, who was the supporter? And that time I changed my mind, and I decided to vote as I feel should be fair, and not because of my emotions or my connections with people. And that was the moment that I said, maybe people will not like my ways, and they will not understand why I'm doing it, but at least I'm true to myself.
Very good.
And same thing, people were telling me, oh, you shouldn't speak with Baseer because he's a womanizer, he's
Yeah.
Casanova and all. But I'm like, I'm going to judge him based on how he's treating me. He was the one offering me bed. He was the one cheering on me. When I had bad moments, he was the one pushing me forward. He was the one uplifting me, and that's what I treasure. So I don't really care how these people are acting with other people. I care how am I treating. So it's less talking, more action, I would say. So many things changed, and I feel also Bigg Boss kind of prepared me a little
Wow.
to level up in the industry also, because this is not a easy place. This is not a nice place, you know. Entertainment look amazing in the cameras, but behind the scene is a lot of drama
Lot of time.
and a lot of hard work.
Yeah. So even Baseer tried to impress you a lot. He even expressed his feeling towards you, right? तो जब बसीर ने आपको बताया कि आप मुझे पसंद है, जो अक्षय ने सबके सामने वीकेंड का बाद में बता दिया था, so what was your first reaction?
First of all,
Was he serious, do you think?
well, we would need to ask Baseer if he was serious, I
But
guess.
no, when he was sitting in front of you and telling all this, so what was your first reaction? कि आपको क्या लगा उसकी body language से, उसकी बातों से कि was he serious?
First of all, Akshay Kumar pulled my leg and pulled Baseer's leg.
Yes.
And Mridul was concerned what's going on. And everybody in the house were, because that
They
was...
were not aware about this situation.
Because that
yeah.
it was very low key. You know,
Yeah.
it was not for cameras.
Yeah.
If that would be for cameras, I guess everybody would knew about it, and it would be like obvious. And since it was not, it's very clear that it was more between us, private talking and spending time just discussing things, which is boring for camera, you know, especially when you do that in English and it doesn't involve drama, or even that we are not discussing things inside the house but talking about something different. That moment, it's like it was built up from different moments that happened before. And that was like I would say, climax of everything, because the day before I was nominated. Baseer had a chance to save me, he didn't. And I know he regretted that. But he was not thinking that I might be nominated by people in the house. He knew that I'm having good connection with everyone. So it was quite obvious that if it's about the voting, I wouldn't be nominated. But it was the task. And he, you know, had no idea it's going to happen like this. So, and that time I also were in a Bigg Boss room. I was called to Bigg Boss room because as soon as I was nominated, I thought to myself, this is the end. You know, because I'm realistic. I know there is Mridul, there is Aves, Nagma, and they all have huge following.
Yeah.
And me, in 3 weeks, you can do wherever, but you will not build that big audience that fast. It's just too fast. And I'm very thankful to my audience because it's now amazing how many people support me. But it was like not enough comparing to them. And I remember I sat down and I was like, this is the end. You know, I was in the moment, I was like, it was an amazing journey, but I have just like few days left. And I was emotional, and I was called to Bigg Boss.
In the confession room, right? You were called.
I was called there.
Yes. That was not shown, but I knew it from the set that you and Amal both were called in the confession room. Yeah.
So I was called to confession room, and Bigg Boss kind of tried to cheer me up and say, you're doing good. You really, for a foreigner, someone who is out of this place, you're doing good, Natalia. And I'm like, I know. And I was with tears in my eyes. I know, but I can do nothing about fans. And I know that I'm nominated with people and I have no chances. It's like, but I said to Bigg Boss, like, I know it's the end, but I'm going to do my best because that's who I am. And next day there was this teacher task and all, and I give my best because I was like, I'm going to enjoy, and if that's the last days, I'm going to dress my best dresses and just enjoy these few days. Obviously, everybody needs to leave this show at some point. It was just me that happened to be one of the first ones. And maybe it hurt a bit that I was not eliminated by House. It was not because I was not good with other people, I didn't have connections, or even because I didn't do my task and I was nominated because of someone else. So that's a bit painful, but that's a game. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And I remember when I left this room, I went under the shower and I cried my eyes out. I was like, I don't want people to see me so vulnerable. And people will not understand what I'm crying because they don't know yet that I know that I will be going. But my gut inside, you know, you have that gut, and I start believing that were telling me it's me. So people in the house were trying to tell me, no, 100%. I'm like, Are, I know, you know. Even to Baseer, she said, it's impossible. The chances are so small. And even before the task with Mridul, I told him we're gonna lose because I knew that Mridul is gonna, he will not focus on the task when people will be talking to him. And I was right. I couldn't say it loud. And I remember I was going back. I just wanted to sleep that time. I was so emotional. And Baseer was waiting there. He wanted to give me a hug. And I said, don't. It was also not shown on camera, I believe. But it was not because I didn't want him to comfort me. It was more because I didn't want to get more emotional. And I knew it would happen.
I did not want to show your emotions in front of all.
And I was so emotional that next day I was not talking with him much because I knew that he's the only person that when he would start talking with me, I will just cry my eyes out. So I was avoiding him most of the day. We had this task and in a teacher's room and Hindi class. And it was fun and all, but inside, I was still battling the feeling that, oh my God, that's my last days. And I needed that time to kind of get into terms that it's happening. And when Gaurav had the task, he mentioned a situation with Mridul in a joke. you
Yeah.
know. But he mentioned that, oh, Natalia is like, he meant that I'm playing two sides, or that I'm, you know, doubled face, I would say, because I'm a bit in this group, I'm in this group, because I had friends here and here. I didn't want to choose. I would rather take some people from group and this group and this group and put them in one group. Or I don't even believe in these groups. I believe these groups are fragile. And if that makes me double face, then it's okay. And people in the house were obviously talking about Mridul and Baseer, me spending time a lot in Baseer.
Yeah.
And I heard that. And also, people in the house were kind of poking at Mridul, like, look, she's talking with
Yeah,
other
Baseer,
person.
yes.
But nobody noticed that Mridul is already talking about his wedding in March, 7th of March, that he is getting married. And people are accusing me, you know? And I'm like, but this
So-
is not reality.
तो मृदुल की शादी ऑलरेडी बाहर फिक्स है 7 मार्च को.
I mean, he's saying so, and it's even in media. If you will Google, it's there when he's talking with Kunika Jean. He's talking about his shadi coming, you know, and it's not with me, obviously. But
So
I was
you-
called the bad one and the one that didn't support him.
तो आपको लगता है कि मृदुल प्ले कर रहा था आपके साथ
Well,
और वहीं आपसे कह
it
रहा
was fun and all, but people took it too much seriously, I would say, because something that was light and fun for us become a big thing and become heavy. I just felt like I'm not even able to speak freely with whoever I want to speak because people judge me. And after this task with Gaurav, I was sitting in the kitchen, and in a task is okay. People are saying different things, even things that you don't want to hear. But when you're going out of the task and people still talk about the same thing, it starts bothering you. And that was the moment when I heard again there was Baseer, there was Mridul, and people start talking about Mridul Baseer thing. And it becomes so heavy that I was like, how have I even end up in this situation?
Yeah.
And I've become emotional. I know this one is shown on some media, that I left to the changing room and I had tears in my eyes. And Baseer took Mridul and he said, I know that she's crying and I know why. And I think we should talk with her. And they came to me and I told them how I feel, that with Mridul, we're friends, we're having fun and all. But at the same time, I'm judged because I also have connection with Baseer and he
Baseer,
become my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
And it's so heavy on me because at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want, but I can't.
yes,
You
yes.
know, and the moment with Baseer happened after that. So all this situation, me not talking with him for a day, me being emotional, situation between Baseer and Mridul, it all came to that one point when we spoke with Baseer.
Yeah.
And he tried to comfort me, I believe. He wanted to support me, and he was the one trying to uplift me and tell me, you got this, and you're
Yeah.
going to make it, and it's going to be okay. And at some part, he told me that that he spent so much time with me, and that also he before mentioned that like he made it clear that I'm very close, like we are very close, and that for him it means a lot.
Yeah.
And if that was more than friendship, I can tell it was just 3 weeks. But I feel like it was genuine, and he really were trying to support me. Otherwise, he would not even take Mridul to discuss the case, or
That
he
thing.
wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
And he cared. So people just saw that small
Clips.
clips,
But-
but they don't have the full picture. And I believe that's why it came as a shocker to people.
Yeah.
But it's simply because they didn't saw the whole story.
Yeah. Okay. बसीर और मृदुल, इसके अलावा जो है आपके घर में कनेक्शन आपको लगता है कि और बनने चाहिए थे जो नहीं बन पाए, क्योंकि मेकर्स ने शुरू से मृदुल के साथ आपका नाम जोड़ दिया और हर जगह से यू आर विद मृदुल, डांस विद मृदुल, है ना? तो यू थिंक दैट वाज अनफेयर विद यू?
I was not aware that outside people see it very differently than us, because for me interactions with Mridul were very short.
Okay.
You know, because
But
we
only
didn't
that was shown outside.
Yeah, but that small things become big outside, I would say,
Yes.
and the big things become small. So it was like twisted. Obviously, it was fun, and I played along, and nobody, like pushed me into doing that. It was very natural, and it was sweet and fun, and I really like Mridul. He is a great guy, and I believe we will meet each other after the show, and everything was sweet. But also he mentioned at the beginning that his mom is preparing his wedding, that he's ready, that it's happening, the day is there on March. So it never crossed my mind that he would be romantically involved, because why it should cross my mind? The guy is saying this.
Yeah.
So I played along, but I felt like we're having fun. And that's why when he later said that he is a bit jealous, I was surprised because how? Like, you said that and now you said that, and it doesn't really align.
Yeah.
And same, I feel like people are trying to do this, couples in this Bigg Boss, like even if
Tanya Amal, Ashnoor Abhishek, it's happening.
Yeah, like they're really trying to make that happen outside, and they're shipping this relationships. But many of them are just people spending time together and talking and being friends. I can judge for others because I'm not the one to say that. But it's also I didn't know it can become heavy after the show, because obviously.
Are you facing any trolling from any fandom?
I have a lot of good comments and people who support me, but also there are people who don't understand my actions. Some people, like some fans of Mridul, were accusing me of cheating on him, that I didn't vote for him, or that I was spending time with Baseer. But I wasn't the one who came to Mridul. I wasn't the one who came to Baseer. I also wasn't the one who didn't support. I was actually there, and nobody appreciated that I was there, So it was painful because fans are one-sided. They're like, oh, he don't need to support you, but you need to support him, And at the same time, fans of Baseer with Nihal or Baseer with Farhana, because they were trying to join him with many girls, were unhappy that, why is Natalia in the picture? She is Mridul's girlfriend.
Okay.
So how she can be now, and that I'm trying to destroy these connections,
Baseer and Farhana,
So I become the bad guy, and I was like, how did it even happen? And that was the moment when I said clearly that I'm just like fed up of being or Natalia with Mridul, Natalia with Baseer, or Natalia with anyone.
Natalia
like,
solo.
why don't you take me as who I am? Like,
yes.
You shouldn't care who am I talking with. You should care who am I as a person and what I'm bringing to the table and what's my message. And like me for who I am, not who I spend time with. Because it was never my aim to get fans from any of them, or that I did it for a game, or I did it for likes or follows. I don't need that.
But you are not getting any threats. It's limited to trolling only.
Yeah, and it's not much, if I'm like, when I'm outside, I'm getting nothing but love. Nothing but love, and people have very different approach. It's mostly the fandom, but fandom is always very strong for each person, and that's how the fan base are working. And outside of the show, I'm always getting love, and people love my actions in a Bigg Boss, and I think it's a big achievement to leave Bigg Boss house being liked by people.
If you are, आपको chance मिले बसीर और मृदुल में से किसी एक को choose करने का,
I wouldn't choose any of them. I would wait to see if they choose me, because I'm tired. I'm tired of being the person who is supporting and going after people and looking after people. Because at the end of the day, who is looking for me? So if any of them want me in their life, even as a friend, I believe they will be the one to get back to me. And But I'm open to meet all of them, like all of people who are in the big house,
Okay.
Bigg Boss house, because I left the house having 16 friends, and same with the boys. Like if any of them want to see me, I will be happy. I promised Mridul that I will go to Noida, so
Yes.
if that would be the case, like I'm gonna go there, because I'm like a women of the word. So if I say that something happened, it will happen.
Anyone from Mridul's team or family tried to contact you?
That's a hard question because my social media are flooded with messages, with tags. Like I left the Bigg Boss house, but still, it's such a like the show is going on, and my name is somewhere there all the time. So I'm not even able to find in my direct messages any messages. There are so many. Like
Okay.
I think there's like 100 message an hour. So I might just miss, messages
Okay.
from those people, even if they would like to connect with me.
Baseer is now playing alone in the house. No one saved him from the nominations. आपने देखा होगा recent episode. So what's your take on it?
Well, nobody saved me too.
Yes.
But I was also playing solo. I was never in any group, I would say. And also, if you notice, Mridul was from one group and Baseer was from one group, and I was between. And I said, I'm not gonna go either with this group or
This,
either
yeah.
with this group. And I believe it's the best choice you can make in this show, to be by yourself. At the end of the day, it's a game of numbers, and so it's not like you need them; they need you.
Yeah.
And if you understand that they need you, you're getting the power, and you're becoming strong. And if people would like to get rid of you, they will. And it might be surprising because people who are in your support group might not support you. And obviously, we saw that with Abhishek and Ashnur.
Ashnur, yeah. What's your take on it?
First of all, I believe that some people are seen as a strong figures, and that's why people feel like, oh, we don't need to save them because they're doing so well. It happened to me,
लेकिन अश्नूर ने भी अभिषेक को सेव नहीं किया.
Um, you see, it's a similar situation to why Baseer didn't save me. He just day before said I'm his best friend, but we saved Nihal. Why? Because Nihal were targeted by whole house. I was not targeted at all. So he said, Natalia is doing good. She don't need my help. And basically the same thing could happen with Ashnur and Abhishek. She could fall, okay, he's doing great. Everybody support him. He's like on his way to become captain because he's almost all the time there to become captain. So when you're in the house, you have different thoughts and different approach. So I believe it was not targeted against him like, oh,
Okay.
now it's over. I believe it was just how she believed it should be. Maybe she believed it would be helpful to save some other people who are not doing that good. So I think it depends from a point of view.
Okay. Makers trying to create a matlab, couples in the show. Abhishek, Ashnur, Tanya, Amal. Do you find them romantically involved when you were in the house? क्योंकि घर में सब पीछे पीछे बातें करते हैं.
Abhishek and Ashnur were spending बहुत time together. Like, that's the fact. But Ashnur was saying that it's very like friendly. Also, we need to remember Ashnur is like 21 and Abhishek is 30 something, and I think he's already after he was married, if I remember well. So he's been through a lot in life. She's just starting in life. She said in a live news that she was not having a boyfriend in her life yet.
Yeah.
So she's so young. It's hard to speak about being romantically involved by 21-year-old in a TV show.
Yeah.
I don't think she came for this show to find love, but I believe they become very close friends. Who knows what's gonna happen later? But
Yeah.
as far as I was in the house, I feel like they just had that genuine connection, very similar to mine and Baseer. People
Yeah.
who spoke a lot and supported each other.
And what about Tanya and Amal?
This one, I didn't saw it coming, to be honest. They're like yin and yang. They're like different planets. But it's a very interesting mix, Amal is a very strong figure. singer. He know how to, make this magic in front of the garb. He just sing one song and all. Tanya is like very elegant lady, everyday different sari, and there's such a different mix. If I need to be honest, as far as I spoke with Amal and as far as he was speaking in the house, I think he has someone.
Yeah.
So I think it's him being friendly and him playing his game, and Tanya playing along. And I would see it more, if I would see it, as being friends and poking at each other more than being romantical links. If we would look what's going on outside of the house. Because if we're looking inside of the house, we can make these love stories, but we need to remember there is life going on outside, and people
Outside.
will go back to their lives, and these lives differ from what we are seeing in a Bigg Boss.
Yes. आपको लगता है कि गौरव कोनिका टॉप 5 में पहुंच पाएंगे जिस तरीके का गेम खेल रहे हैं?
Kunika G started very strongly from being captain. But I also know that situation in the house is not very light for her. We see her as a strong figure in TV, but when you have a chance to meet her, she's very emotional. She is praying a lot. She's talking a lot about her family. She's missing them a lot. And she's been through a lot, So sometimes I'm looking at it like she's coming to this playground with all these young kids fighting and doing their thing, and she become part of it. Well, you can love her or hate her, but everybody knows her, and there is a buzz, and that's what TV needs.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the thing. Amal was like a sleeping beauty for first 2 weeks. And then when Salman Khan woke him up, he went into the game. And now I would say he is unpredictable,
His game is unpredictable.
And this is nice because you don't really know who Amal is.
Yeah.
Is it a hero or a villain? Which side he is taking, where is he? Just outside, I saw that he is talking about other people a lot behind their back.
Yes.
I didn't notice that in the house. I thought he is all the time sleeping. I don't know when that happened, So his game is interesting. Gaurav, we entered together. So I have my soft corner for Gaurav sir as a friend, basically because we entered together and we kind of were rooting for each other. And I loved our conversations because we were discussing our game plan and strategies. I mean, he was always coming saying, so what's your point of view? And I was like, my point of view. Or he was like, did you make your calculations right? And I'm like, calculations? And then I started thinking about calculations. I basically went under the shower and I was wondering, what are the calculations? And that was before Baseer Abhishek this side.
This side. Okay.
And I was 100% correct because I came to him, I said 7. And it was 7 people supporting Baseer. And it was 7 people supporting Abhishek. And there was Mridul, who sometimes were on my side, sometimes on other side. At the end, he chose different side, knowing that just the day before I was attacked by Abhishek. And nobody is remembering this moment when he kind of betrayed me.
Yes.
But everybody remembered when at the end I didn't vote for him, which I found unfair. But that's how it is. And I feel like people who are having real vision, they are not the fans of this side or this side, they will understand it better than Fandom. Because Fandom is always one-sided. But Gaurav Sah is also interesting person. I know he was now called overrated. And I think it's a wake-up call for him.
Yeah.
And now we will see if he will take it to the heart and he will put on his best game. Because he might be a winning material. He have everything.
Yes.
He have the look. He's an actor. He know how to behave, how to speak, how to play this game. question is if he will start playing.
Playing, yeah. और कब खेलना शुरू करेंगे
हाँ,
actually.
exactly.
चलिए आखिर में कोई चीज़ आपने आके देखी हो जिसको देखकर आप शॉक हुई हो.
English?
Something that you have seen when you came out and you got shocked that this happened behind you.
For sure, I was surprised when I found out that Baseer came to Mridul and warned him not to put his like emotions towards me. But I believe it was because he knew from my side that with Mridul, you know, it was all fun and sweet, and I guess he just wanted to make him sure that it's just fun
It's-
and
yeah,
and we are
nothing.
friends.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good, you know, story to that, but it was surprising a bit because he said that and then he was the one coming to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like it's, you know, it's this games between the boys. You're telling somebody to stay away so
away.
you can come close, you know. I was like, Ade, like what is it, you know? So that
He
was
played
that
smart.
was that was interesting. I was also shocked that people were surprised with me and Basir being friends in the show.
Yeah.
Because it was not shown, you know? And so the shocker for me was that our point of view inside of the house is very different from what people see.
Yeah.
Because we see that small kind of picture, and people outside, they see whole.
Yeah.
And that's something. So if I can be really, really honest, things that happening in the house differ from people see outside.
Yeah.
And our
It's
point
well
of
edited
view,
show actually.
our point of view inside of the house, it's different than point of view from people outside. So that's why very often they don't understand our behavior on our ways.
Yeah. Thank you, Natalia. Nice talking to you.
Thank
And
you so
all the
much.
best for your future projects
Thank
and
you.
especially Masti for.
Yes, Masti for coming soon and see you in cinema. And Bahad Dhanyavad for supporting me in Bigg Boss and stay with me. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.